when you're just bored and up and thinking about life and where you're headed and kind of sick, this is me right now. We're relating. Yeah, yes. Yes, twin, we're relating. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do in today's video. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today's video. Let's just have a regular convo. How have you been? I know I ask this every video, but I truly mean it. Hope you've been good. My day was pretty chill. Had work today. Got off at 12. Didn't get home until like 12:30 though. Normally, like I said, I don't know if I just said it or not, but I get off at 12. But I had to, wait it out because third shift. I work at a 24-hour store, so third shift. I don't even know if they came. I doubt they did. And me and my other coworker I was working with was second shift. By the way, I'm second shift. We waited like some extra time to see if the third shift was gonna come. Don't know if they came or not. Left like 30 minutes after the fact, and I gave my coworker a ride. If you watched my last video talking about how my coworkers motivated me, it was her. That's my second favorite ever coworker. Shout out to her. So gave her a ride home, and that was pretty much my day. I was ready to dip like once it hit like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. I've been learning to work through it and do what I gotta do. But we're not here to talk about work too much. It was cool. I've actually gained a lot of. All right, this is my last time talking about work. I've gained a lot of good, kind of associates. I won't say friends, but for sure gained some cool people that I wouldn't think I'd be normally cool with. But I wouldn't say that because people are, you never know. But yeah, my nose is like front, like. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I gotta get some more tissue. Hold on, bro. I'm listening to the new or the most recent Man I Trust album. I listened to it when it first came out, but I wasn't really too like paying attention to it too much. But here we are. I was just contemplating on what I should do because I'm transferring over these videos. So I recorded a car video, so I'm transferring those videos over to my PC from my phone, and I'm just like letting that do that. But I really didn't have nothing to do today. I tried to figure out how to connect my TikTok to my OBS so I can stream. If you know anything about that, I'm trying to multi-stream, and unfortunately it's all these like turns and hassles, and I'm one of those type of people. Once I feel like something can benefit me a little bit more, I want to try it out. Even if it doesn't work, it's like, okay, I want to just try it out just to see if it can, if it can benefit me, and I'm gonna be like, damn, if I don't even try to do it, it's like I'm missing out on some opportunities type shit, you feel me? So I was kind of stressing over that a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I can just ask people because I know a few people that do it, so I'm gonna see what they say, and worst comes to worst, I don't know if this is a coping mechanism, but if all fails and I can't do it, I just think back to it was like, yo, people blew up without this shit, so I don't need it. It's probably an enhancer, but I don't need it type of thing, you feel me? I was literally like, yo, what can I do with this time I have? Again, it is late as hell. It's 3 a.m., but this is like the average time for me by now, as you all know. Um, and I was just thinking about life, bro. As of recently, with me being 20, it's been hitting me a little bit different. I feel like I kind of put this pressure on myself, which again is reasonable. Everybody say, yo, age doesn't matter, but it gets to a point to where it's like, okay, yo, what are you doing? Okay, what are you feel me? Like, okay, yo, oh, what are you doing? And these are still peak young. I wouldn't say young, but like I'm not okay yet. Don't put pressure on yourself at all, but realize fail, try, make mistakes type of thing. You feel me? And luckily enough, I have a good support group, parents, etc., that gives me that sort of leeway, and I respect them for that dearly. But it still lingers upon me every day. I see my mom go to work, see my dad working OD. I would just have my grandma. I talked to both of my grandmas, but just seeing both of them working in general. But this other day, I was at my grandma's house, and she tells me how her day goes at work and stuff like that. Cause she's like she kind of like helps people. It's kind of crazy. All of my like women's side of my family, like they all like kind of do the same job, but it's not really the same job. But they help people, you know. And in those fields, it can be frustrating. And I see it firsthand, cause like you're trying to help other people out, but it's like, okay, you know, okay, that don't make sense. That's not. Let me not try to make that don't make sense. What am I talking about? But basically, sum it all up. Just seeing them work OD hard, especially my grandma's like, yo, come on, bro. So seeing them work hard, my dad, etc. Like my elders, that like that shit motivates me to like, bro, the field that I'm in and trying to get into can really change everything if I just keep going and really be successful with this shit. And that's not the whole reason why, but it's for sure a reason on why I continue to go. I continue to show up for myself, continue to do this shit even on the days I don't, and even when I bullshit and slack, I'm having to remind myself, bro, like this, you're fucking up. You're being hesitant. You're being scared. You're being doubtful, fearful. But you have this still on the back end. We got take care of. You feel me? Family, all that. You know, my mom's a crib, dad a whip, all that type of shit, bro. So you gotta work hard, and that's really what I've been trying to be on. Just do what I gotta do. Post, be consistent, and don't really think about the negative, bro. Don't think about no bad outcomes, and just full fledged on what I need to work on, type shit. Again, with me being 20, it's not a pressuring thing, but it's more like, okay, bro, come on, lock in. Like you didn't bullshit. You didn't have your time where you been bullshitting, cut out on all that shit, bro. Because if not now, then when? I had got some oatmeal today. I've been fucking with oatmeal, but ever since I've been trying to put on weight, bro, I didn't bought a scale and some more shit. Like I'm really trying. My goal is 140. I'm like 127. Remember when I was like 125, maybe like a few weeks ago, month ago. But that was before I was taking this shit serious, and I was just, like I wasn't really taking this serious. But now, gang, when I get some food, I'm excited, excited. I'm trying to eat some healthy shit every single day, protein every day. Like I said, I bought some oatmeal. I was looking up fucking oatmeal recipes. I'm telling my coworker like, yo, I'm about to make some. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna get some oatmeal. I bought some oatmeal from work. I'm sending pictures of oatmeal to my friend and. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I'm sending pictures of oatmeal boxes and shit. I'm sending TikToks and some more shit. So I'm really like trying to hone in and lock in. And tomorrow I'm gonna make this like protein brown sugar oatmeal. And I'm gonna see how that shit turn out. Just like to really like, I feel like it's gonna be solid. I don't think it's gonna be terrible. Obviously, like, what I'm learning this healthy shit. Everything is not meant to. It's not. Your first thought shouldn't be that this is gonna be the best thing on earth, but it should be that we're about to gain. We're about to get some gains in. That should be your thoughts. Despite anything, we're about to get some gains. If it's buns, it's buns, but we're about to get these gains in. So it's a 50-50 trade out. It don't have to be the best, but it's a 50-50 trade out. Feel me? I got some hibachi. That shit was alright. It was alright. I got some rice, steak, and shrimp. Wasn't the best, but it was eatable. Pause. And my mom got me some Wendy's when I got off work. So I had some of that. 4 for 4. Not the best, healthiest eats, but again, I be on some if I can get in a weight, I can get in a weight. But I think again tomorrow morning I'm gonna try that oatmeal. I might make a protein shake with it, just on some fucking shit to start the day off, right? I think I'm gonna do that. Make a protein shake with it and get that in. That's at least like 1,000 something calories, if not 2,000. And then after that, at like 2 o'clock tomorrow, I've been hopping in my camera bag as well. I think it was either my 11th grade year. I had a CZE class, which is basically like a career tech program, right? So my shit was arts or like a creative. It was like creative studios or something. It's basically like a crazy advanced art class where we doing Photoshop art, of course, paper art, like arts and crafts and shit like that, like clay, all that type of shit. And my teacher, shout out to her, Melon Goat. Although in my classes I was like the shouting in the back of the class too, I didn't interact with them or nobody. I still was in tune with the shit. It was not like I was out the loop, but I just really didn't talk to nobody. But Melon, she respected that shit. She like, yeah, this nigga, you feel me? What that 21? What's that 24/7? Is it a 24/7 interview? He really shot a gobble. Like once you get to know him and shit, like you type shit. You feel me? So it was on that type of timing. But she ended up bringing in like different guests, and it was this one guest. Shout out my boy Aaron. He an artist himself, and ever since then, like in this like 11th grade, we just locked in. I took down his contact info, and it's crazy because Melon introduced me and him into each other. And Melon is what really inspired him to start really taking the art shit serious. So it's just crazy connection story there. During the end of the year, we had to do like this final project where we had basically we had to get a mentor and we had to go through their lifestyle and what they were doing throughout their day to day as an artist, creative, whatever they was. Mine so happened to just be Aaron, which is he's an artist. So me be doing YouTube and content and shit like that, we had to like again do a project. We had to take pictures. We didn't have. I don't even think we had to take pictures, but I think the more the better. It was more so like a poster kind of thing. We had to like participation points and shit like that. So just to make sure we showed up. Me doing content, as I said, I made a whole video and put that shit together because we had went to me and Aaron. He had when I was going with him. He had took me to the art museum. Cause I'm not trying to. That's thuggy too, fat. I'm not about to put all that out there. I don't want to. But basically, we went to the art museum. I recorded that process, his day to day. well, our day to day, I'd say, but really just his POV to be honest, because it's like I'm just there. I'm literally just there. It's like a byproduct of some shit. So um, that was cool, and it's crazy because I edited everything, and they showed it at the last day of school, but I didn't even go. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it got to a certain point, bro. I had what is it, early out. Once I didn't even have to show up no more to certain classes, bro. I just stopped going to school. Like no troll. Like the last few weeks, months, so of school. Like, bro, I dead just stopped going. No, no, no. This was yeah, this was that. This is 11th grade. This is 11th grade. I just stopped going, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of regret it because after the fact, Melon ended up texting me and she was like, "Damn, yeah, the video is like really cool." And like I said again, I was one of them type of people, bro. I was awkward, shy as shit. I'm the type of nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I make a great ass video and don't want to present that shit. I don't want all that attention on me. But I kind of grew out of that. I kind of grew out of that for sure, for sure. And I've like, bro, it's bro, chill. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. So after the fact, fast forward now, what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm basically he's doing a show soon, our show soon. So I'm gonna be like the cameraman for that, documenting that process on my camcorder. And he got like a GoPro, but I really be on my camcorder shit. I don't even know where that shit is at. Let me show y'all record though. This is my best friend, bestie of besties. And I made a video on this maybe like 2, 3 years ago about unboxing it and shit like that. I love cameras, bro. I'm probably don't express it as much, but I love cameras, and I would probably be a cameraman. I feel like this. Let me finish explaining what I'm doing. Basically, so bring my camera and shit. He wants to kind of go for that documentary kind of vibe, and go for the VHS. I love the VHS. So with us bonding and the melon 11th grade, that thing, it's kind of building this chemistry, etc., etc., etc. We kind of built that foundation of I'm basically his like cameraman in this sense, like basically, and I feel like I would be a cameraman, but at the same time, I don't think I would ever take it serious just because it's kind of selfish in a way. I feel like I be thinking about it. But bro, I want to be the creator myself. Like I'm not trying to like if the opportunity presents itself, like no glaze, like if an artist like anybody like I would do it for anybody just out of love. But like Cardi wanted me to go on tour, right, you're young but you're like just think of your favorite artist wanting you to go on tour with him and record that process. Like I would do that, but just out of like yo, I'm like I don't know, I would do that just because of the opportunity that's granted. I fuck with their music, it's my favorite artist, of course I would do that. But just on some day to day, nah. Like people from some of my friends from my past, like in the past, asked me to like, yo, be on some like Nick in the cut shit. I'm like, nah. Because at that point, it's like I'm changing up my whole thing. Is taken away from me. Like I'm a creator myself, so I don't think I would ever take being a cameraman serious. But I got love for the game, so if it's for you feel me some fun for the bros or anything like that, I wouldn't mind doing it. I wouldn't mind doing it. But you get what I mean. Hopefully, they don't come off as selfish. I just don't want to take away my shine. But not necessarily like that. How I explained it with the Nick and the cut shit. My friend in the past wanted me to like post because he does sports. He wanted me to like get footage of him and then post it on my main page type shit, and then title it like that type of like you feel me like on some nigga like that's what I'm not doing. But if it's like some shit for them and they want to post it on they shit, cool. Like I get the footage and then send it over like on some shit like that. That's type shit I mean. You feel me? Back to what we were saying. That's what I have going for tomorrow. Go get that footage for him. It for sure has brought me some good connects, meeting new people, like just seeing the whole process of everything. It's beautiful to see, and I don't take it for granted at all. I feel like it's just a matter of continuously getting out there. He does give me a lot of good game as well. One thing I can say that he told me is that the Gen Z, if you're young, in your early 20s, even 30s or like teens or like middle school, something like that, yo, we have the craziest amount of access to society has ever had in a lifetime. And I believe it's only going to get broader. But what we do with it is everything. Of course, it's easy to fall into distractions, temptations, etc. But on the other hand of that, like, bro, if you want to learn how to cook, become a streamer, yo, it's all the access is there. Just look it up. It's there. Like it's there. Yeah, it's gonna take some work, but it's there though, and that's what I feel like a lot of people don't tune into on the side of the internet. And I feel like I'm there as well. You know, we get on these social media apps, and immediately it's just hours of just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and it's very easy to get distracted and, and tempted into doing certain things or looking at certain things, but it's really up to you to use what was granted to you. You feel me? It's like in the old days, they had newspapers. That was their intel. If you didn't have a newspaper, you was out of the loop. And it's just that simple. Not to say you have to be in the loop, but the information is there, bro. You just have to be willing to get it type shit, you feel me? But yeah, that's that. Like I said, I can't really complain too much. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I really just need to go all in and not hesitate for anything. I'll be looking back at certain days, which I try not to do. I try to learn from my mistakes, but I'll be looking back at days and it's like, yo, bro, you could have did a lot more. Like you could have went 10 times harder. You could have executed your time a lot more. You feel me? Like imagine you waking up. Not to say you gotta wake up early, but from start to finish, you wake up start of the day to end of the day, you just executed all your plans. Like some shit that we think, like some shit that we do that end up taking up the whole day. If we really hone in on that shit, it'll probably take 2-3 hours max, and you still got the rest of the day to even do some more shit or just chill and relax, enjoy the day. But we prolong certain things, and then it's like, yo, we're wasting time. Like we're wasting our valuable time doing BS, knowing we can do some 10 times better. And I'm not your life coach. I'm not trying to be a life coach and tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your life, but just saying, bro, like this time shit is very limited, and what you do with your time is everything. Because that's the one thing, the one currency you can't get back. Like you can get money back, you can get bread back, probably can even get friends back, but time, bro. Once that shit tick, it's just ticking. It's just ticking, and it's just ticking, and it's just ticking. So it's up to you to really understand what you're doing. My love life, I don't know. Love life, I don't know. I'm in no like headspace to, not to say I'm in a bad headspace, but it's just like I just need to focus on myself, bro. Like I know I need to focus on myself, especially in these pivotal years. Being in a relationship is cool, having talk and say situation, that shit cool, but it doesn't really get me anywhere. If I'm being honest, it doesn't really get me anywhere. So I just, I'll dibble and dabble. Oh, you look good, you look amazing. Let's keep it pushing though. We got work to do. And it's just a matter of picking a choice. What do you want to do? You can try to be one foot in, one foot out, but if you want the maximum of results, you have to do what you have to do. And it's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple. But I don't want to drag this on any much longer. I literally made this video out of not boredom, but kind of like, yo, fuck it, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can talk about. I'm bored. I don't have nothing to really do at the moment. I'm gonna try to wake up early and start the day off. I'm off tomorrow. Film day tomorrow. Get that experience. And what's the degrees for tomorrow? Let me check that. Today was a beautiful day. It's like every day that I'm off, it's terrible. But then when I'm when I have to work, it's beautiful. It says tomorrow gonna be a great day. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Let me know if you want more random topics. This was one of those videos where I said, yo, I want to be consistent as hell, but sometimes I don't know what to talk about. So we might just come on a cam and just talk. Just talk. How have you been? How was your day? Hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoyed this video. And hopefully I taught you something today. If not, I still love you, so I hope that's enough. But yeah. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Dy'Von is out. And peace.